Hello YouTube, my name is Daniel, also known as Witch Hats, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, I hope you're having a happy holidays, and last time we did a couple of things. We went back to the castle and kind of found out that Kamoshida is a bit of a jerk because he has a tendency to he has a tendency to physically abuse the students and, treat everyone like they're his tools and playthings, and that's just really not cool. So, we gotta do something about it. Ryuji was like, hey man, there's some people here that Kamoshida's torturing in his mind. He's probably doing the same thing in real life. And he asked her help for investigation with that. Also, we got our very first confidant. Now, there we go. Ryuji Sakamoto is the chariot confidant. This is kind of the this is the equivalent of social links in this game. Like I said, I'm gonna keep calling them social links, but they're technically confidants. Ryuji is a fellow Persona user and the former star of the track team. He resents selfish adults. On the verge of expulsion, you decide to work together to reclaim his place in school. Alright, so, yep, there we go. So, we've got Ryuji social link started. Basically, actually, let me bring that menu up again. The way this works is that, you see those stars? Those are your ranks. We are rank 1 because we just formed a social link with him. We, as our relationship grows and develops, those will go up, and if we reach the max rank, we will have maxed out the social link, and throughout the social link, you'll get certain abilities, depending on the rank you are. The next ability we'll get is Baton Pass, which is a party-specific ability, which basically means that if Ryuji knocks an opponent down, he'll have the option to Baton Pass into someone else who might have different skills or different abilities. We'll see plenty of that later, but yeah, that's how social links work. In this game, they're called confidants because I mean, there's quite a few reasons which I'll get to in a little bit, but my body feels heavy. I should probably go to sleep for the day. I forgot it was still Tuesday, so let's sleep. Oh man, that thingy on your phone was some red eyeball icon, right? Right. We ended up at that weird place when we used this nav app, right? I found it on my phone too. I don't even remember installing it. That's creepy. For real, what is this thing? Think it's being downloaded on its own somehow? It's dangerous to use something without knowledge of without knowing what it is. But with it, we can go to that weird place, right? Seems like it. Basically, it's gonna depend on how we use it. But we first gotta find evidence for the beatings. I'm counting on you, alright? Don't go ditching school on me. Don't worry, man. Also, I don't understand why we didn't just tell Ryuji, hey, like, man, don't worry about that app. It's alright. I mean, I guess telling him that, the app was downloaded from a old man who lives in a blue jail cell, or we are in jail in our dreams, and there's this old man who's the prison warden there, and he's also helping us, and he's also giving us the app. But I think that would be a little bit weirder than just being like, oh man, that app's creepy, but it lets us go to the place. But for now, let's go to bed. I feel exhausted. Maybe it's because of the metaverse. Sleep. And speaking of the old man as the warden of the prison, we're going back.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you.
Cool, so Igor seems like he's actually going to explain stuff to us this time.
What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place?
I mean, it's still pretty weird, but yeah, pretty much.
Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel. Your rehabilitation determines if ruin can be stopped. Yet, such a feat cannot be done by you alone. But today, you entered a partnership with someone who awoke to the same power, haven't you?
Indeed. You mean Ryuji?
Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well. That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships. It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't. You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Confidants are people you trust who share a similar goal. You can find these people in places like school or around town. Try forming bonds with people by visiting them multiple times, earning their trust, and proving your value. Once you have formed a bond, you can open the menu with the triangle button and select Confidants to check the strength of your relationships. That's what we were doing before.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition. We have a deal then.
It feels like Igor has high expectations of me. And in fact...
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. With the birth
Whoops.
of the Fool persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
So that's twice I've done that now. It's really annoying because it sits on screen long enough for you to think that maybe you have to input something to get it to progress, but then the second you hit a button, it actually skips the next one, and it's kind of ridiculous. But anyways, we have a confidant with the prison master Igor, and he has given us Wild Talk, which allows us to negotiate with shadows after performing a hold-up. That will all be explained a bit later, but basically that means that we can point guns at people, be like, hey, give me your money, or hey, do this one thing for me, and like, you have a chance of doing that. We also get Arcana Burst, which is earn bonus EXP when fusing personas based on their Arcana's Confidant rank. Now, fusing personas hasn't come up in this game yet. I'm assuming that will be explained in a bit, if not right now. You know, learn the abilities. People you have formed a bond with have special Confidant abilities. Your Confidant rank indicates the strength of your trust in someone. As this rank increases, more of their Confidant abilities will be unlocked. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select Confidants. From there, you can check each Confidant's Arcana, rank, and abilities.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
Alright, I'm leaving. And now it's Wednesday.
Can't do this.
How annoying, we barely started high school, and already they're making us play at a volleyball rally. And why are they pitting us against the teacher team? Kamoshida's gonna crush us. We get to see his technique live and in person, though. We should totally get spiked on. Yeah, okay, you're gonna get your face smashed in. Just look at how banged up the volleyball team is. What the hell goes on during their practices? I don't think that's just volleyball. I mean, it might just be volleyball. He might just be spiking volleyballs into their faces when they're doing stuff.
Okay, quiet down.
Oh man, it's that teacher lady who doesn't like us. Okay, listen up, everyone. As you all know, today is the volleyball rally. Head to the gymnasium once you changed, got it?
Nice toss!
Yeah! Man, you still got it, coach.
Thanks. Let's go for one more.
All right.
Oh man. He doesn't look all that happy. And neither does On.
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring.
Right?
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
He'll pay soon enough.
Alright, let's resume the match.
And we kind of see why Kamoshida has a good reputation. That asshole's acting like a king over here too. Gonna know each other better, my ass. It's just a one-man show for him to stroke his ego. And how he acted like he was worried about Mishima? What an abusive D-bag. Yeah, well anyways. Now's our chance to go look for the guys we saw were slaves yesterday. Let's look for the faces we saw at the castle. All the members of the team should be here today. I'll be sure to find someone to spill about Kamoshida's physical abuse. Just you wait, asshole. Where are you searching? The first one that popped out was a guy from Class D, so let's start from there. That's your class. Hopefully you can get him to talk without any issues. People have been avoiding me lately, so... Oh, but you're kinda in the same boat, huh? You can now move around the map using the R1 button. And now we get quick travel. And I will never ride the train ever again. You can use a quick travel by bringing up the map with the R1 button and selecting the location you want to move to. Alright, so we can just kind of click here and go to classroom. He said like 3D. He said classroom 3D, right? Like we can't, I guess we can't go there? We can't quick travel there? We've been to our classroom. Did he say 3F? I thought it was a D. Well, anyways, we kind of see why Kamoshida has built up a reputation as being, like, this really great guy. Because, I mean, if you saw, he was acting, he was putting on a show, he was acting all concerned, and, like, you know, he's... Yeah, this is our classroom, right? It's right over here. It was this one, right? Yeah, that's our normal classroom. Yeah, there's the guy back there. But we can kind of see how Kamoshida, we have seen his castle in what was called the metaverse. We've seen his castle, and the castle represents his innermost thoughts. So we know how he views people, how he kind of views himself. He views himself as a king, he views the school as a castle, and he views, like, the teachers as his fellows. He views the teachers as his subjects, and the students as his slaves. The volleyball team specifically. So, but that's only his inner thoughts, and he does his good job. What we saw in there, and this was kind of explained a little bit, was Kamoshida's shadow. The shadow is a part of a person that they tried to hide from other people. And in some cases, they might not even be aware of it themselves. Kamoshida, although Kamoshida is pretty much aware of it, Kamoshida acts like that, but he only acts like that, like the King Kamoshida acts like that Shadow Kamoshida acts like that because that's the inside of his mind. That is how he feels. When he's in public, when he's like around other people, he's very nice. He's very cordial, and he acts a lot like he acts just like a very caring, successful athlete gym teacher kind of person. And he shows off a little, but like, I mean, that's kind of to be expected. But you know, in general, he acts like a very nice, reserved, concerned guy. But then when no one's looking, when people's backs are turned, stuff like this guy's bandages can happen. And I mean, my character's kind of blocking him, but are you skipping out on volleyball rally? I guess I'd expect it from you, Transfer. Hey, that's the guy who was over at the castle. You too, Sakamoto? What do you guys want? Are you getting abused?
This sucks.
What? What are you saying? Of course not. It's Kamoshida, ain't it? Look, I ain't gonna tell anyone you squealed. Just tell us about how Kamoshida is abusing you. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you afraid?
Damn it!
I'm not. You guys are talking complete nonsense. Don't try and hide it. We already know. You know? You have proof? Well, This is ridiculous. Please leave me alone. You're really bothering me. Alright, that's enough. Come on, let's go. And that is kind of to be expected. That injury ain't normal, and he still won't fess up. Crap, if we keep going at this pace, the ballgame's gonna end. Let's split up. Guess that'd be faster. I'll check the practice building for people before clubs start. You handle the classroom building. There's a third year on the volleyball team that I remember. I think he's in 3C. He might be around his classroom. The third year classrooms are on the first floor. He was getting beat pretty badly at the castle. He might have some injuries here too. Anyways, I'll hit you up if I find anything. See ya. So now we're charged with kind of going off on our own. But it's kind of to be expected that people would be a little hesitant of revealing that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're in an abusive situation. Why don't you just tell someone about it?" But it isn't always easy, especially since a lot of the threat of abuse is, "Hey, don't tell anyone or this'll get worse." And when that's the kind of stakes there, it's really difficult to be like, "Oh, well," and that's why that guy, he was hesitant to tell us anything until we said we already knew, and then he wondered if we had proof. If we had proof, that would be one thing. We'd be able to say, look, we have this proof, we can leverage this with the police, we just need your anonymous confession that this stuff is happening. But since we didn't actually have proof, we couldn't actually do that, and therefore, you know, he was more hesitant of being of saying anything, and that's pretty, I mean, that's pretty standard for situations, any kind of situation, where it's someone's in a position of authority and they are abusing people below them. But anyways, I don't see any students with I don't see any students with any noticeable injuries. Oh, we have to go. Oh, he's right there. Man, cleaning up after volleyball rally is going to be such a goddamn pain. What do you want? You got something to say? How did you get hurt? It's from practice. Hey, I know who this guy is. He's that transfer student who's been hanging out with Sakamoto. Oh, I get it. You're trying to snoop on Mr. Kamoshida, right? Look, our volleyball team performs at a national level. Of course our practices are going to be tough. Mr. Kamoshida's just dedicated to training us. Don't believe everything Sakamoto says. You sure it's not abuse?
Uh-huh. Sure.
As if. Hey, we should stop talking to him. What if he loses it and starts attacking us? Who do you even carry a knife around? Who knows what he's capable of? And this is probably, yep, it's Ryuji. How's it going? He refused. Him too? Man, everyone's too freaked out about Kamoshida. But I still got a lead, a first year, a new member. He just joined, so he might not be all wrapped up in Kamoshida's web of bullshit yet. Pretty sure he's in class 1B. Try the first year classrooms, they're up on the 3rd floor. You can view the messages you have received by pressing the square button. An icon will appear on any unread messages. Only the 50 most recent chat threads will be saved. Old chats will be automatically deleted, so don't forget to read them. And that was another thing, what that guy was doing. He wasn't necessarily scared, but he was justifying the situation by saying, oh hey, no, this is just normal for, like, practice. We practice on a national level, that's normal. And justification's another part of that. A lot of times it can be easy to justify or rationalize your situation as being normal, as being the norm. This is not thinking of it, and sometimes that can be just strictly a defense mechanism. Like, in your mind, you know it isn't normal, but you tell yourself and other people that what's going on is normal because it protects you from the pain. And that's one of the things I love about this game. I have a vested interest in psychology. I'm actually going to college right now, and I'm actually a psych major. And I really like how much psychology there is in this game. It's just like there's you see it on every level, like from the symbolism, like I said, the metaverse, the idea of a collective consciousness, the idea that people's realities of the world are distorted because this is how they view the world within their hearts, the concepts of shadows, the concepts of personas at the most basic level being a very Jungian concept. Same thing with the shadow, and same thing with the like kind of collective consciousness sort of universe that shows up in this game, and it's very in-depth, and I freaking love that about these games. All of them, but especially this one. Yeah, let's talk to this one guy, because he's not looking too hot either. Huh? Yeah, I'm on the volleyball team. What do you want? What are those injuries? Oh, these? It happened during practice. I mean, everyone on the team's got injuries like this. Mishima-senpai has it especially bad, though. He gets to deal with Mr. Kamoshida's special coaching. Oh, never mind. Forget I said anything. Mishima? Please, just stop talking to me. Ask someone else if you want to know anything more. Attention, attention. All matches have concluded. Please get ready to go home for today. Damn it, we're out of time. How'd it go? Take a wild guess. So you didn't have any luck either. Okay, let's regroup for now. See you in the courtyard?
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Oh man. Oh man, it's on. I got the on part of on and attached it onto the end of man. That was dumb. Can I talk to you for a sec? Oh wait, she said out loud. That was a waste of my bad. What is it?
It'll be quick. Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all? There's that weird rumor about you too.
Oh man,
What do you want with him?
she's onto us.
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happened to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
We bonded over a castle.
Huh?
I mean, almost getting killed in a castle.
I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
Yeah, people were saying she was dating him. I mean, she doesn't look too thrilled about him, but she seems to be in some sort of... she seems to have some sort of relationship with him.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Why she gotta be so aggressive all the time?
You know her?
We just went to the same middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you? Did anything like someone's name turn up?
Actually, someone's name did turn up. Mishima.
Huh? Special coaching, huh?
I guess we explained that all just by saying Mishima really menacingly.
True. I always see the guy covered in bruises. Let's go talk to him before he leaves then.
I'm sure that won't turn out as badly as everything else.
Hey, got a second?
Dude, that's...
Sakamoto?
That was pretty aggressive, Ryuji. Maybe you should back off a little.
And you too.
We're dealing with situations of abuse here. We should be a little bit more tactful.
Come on, we just want to chat.
Okay, that just sounds kinda sketchy.
Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse?
And you just come right out and say it, you know.
Certainly not. What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got. They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet?
That's...
What's going on here?
Oh no.
Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
Oh no.
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then.
Oh man.
You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Yeah, that's just grade A manipulation right there.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Ryuji, we're already in enough shit. You should probably not talk crap to Kamoshida.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from this school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line?
Hey, I'm just standing around, man. You have... No. Not in front of Mishima. I was just leaving.
Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
I have a limit even when it comes to sarcasm.
That's your own goddamn fault.
Ryuji, seriously.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here.
Hey man, just because I want to take you down doesn't mean I don't have aspirations. My aspirations might in fact be to take you down. What about that?
Get with the program.
Yes, sir.
That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. Principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
This has gotta be a joke.
Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help?
Damn it.
What now?
I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
And there you kind of saw the crux of the problem. Kamoshida abusing both his position and his power and his reputation, manipulating one of his volleyball students, volleyball team members, I guess would be better. Just like straight up like manipulating and being like, oh, you're worthless. What, you don't want to go to practice even if you don't feel well? That must be because, and then Mishima's reaction, his utter hopelessness. Like everyone knows and no one's doing anything about it, that kind of idea. And even if that's not necessarily the case, it can sometimes feel that way because it's like, oh, this is just hopeless. You're in a hopeless situation. It's not necessarily like you can get out of it. And that is really difficult. Alright, but that being said, I forgot what that thing said, but we have to uncover, our goals are still to uncover Kamoshida's abuses, and I'm pretty sure if we try to go out here, I'm already tired today, I should probably sleep soon. Yep, the game will still not let us do anything, so it's time to go to bed, or it's time to talk to Ryuji. Hey, this don't make any damn sense. The principal and even the parents know about the abuse. Why ain't anyone speaking up? I wouldn't say they're afraid of... I would think probably mostly because volleyball. Like, once again, I did kind of say earlier, just because I said Mishima might not necessarily be 100% right about everyone knowing, and even if that is true, even if not everyone knows, there are probably definitely people who know, and those people are once again turning a blind eye because of Kamoshida's reputation. He is a gold medal Olympic athlete, which is, you know, pretty big. That's pretty big bragging rights for the school. It's basically because Kamoshida made the volleyball team famous, yeah? Even so, that don't give him the right to do whatever he wants. No, it doesn't. He's beating kids up, and all they're allowed to do is endure. And that follower of his doesn't give one single shit. Who are you talking about? On Takamaki. You met her in the courtyard, remember? You should know her. I mean, she's in your class, dude. Ugh, what a load of bull. I can't let it end like this. I'm gonna try and find someone who knows about what's going on with Kamoshida during break tomorrow. Just you watch. I ain't giving up. Yeah, An seems to be... See, Ryuji doesn't seem to notice, and this might be because we've seen scenes that he hasn't, but An doesn't necessarily seem all that thrilled to be with Kamoshida right now, either. But I digress. We can't do anything. We've talked to Ryuji. Let's go to bed. I'm beat from running around all day. Sleep. And once again, the day changes over. I think this is one of the first times we've actually gotten like 2 days into a single episode. Did you see Mr. Kamoshida play yesterday? He was so awesome. I think I might ask for his autograph after school. I don't know if that's such a good idea. I heard that you shouldn't go near the PE faculty office. People say you can hear weird sounds, like screaming, even though there's no one there. What? That's probably just a rumor spread by fans to scare the competition. So it seems like people... There seems like people are noticing something going on, but they're not necessarily like... they don't necessarily know exactly what's going on. So, about witnesses. I was wondering if we could get something out of Takamaki. Since she's with Kamoshida? No, that ain't why. Just hear me out. You know how we didn't get a thing out of the volleyball team? I figured it'd be a good idea to talk to someone who knows them. Takamaki's BFFs with a starter, a girl named Suzui. My bad. I tried to talk to that girl during break, but I got nothing. That's why we should have Takamaki talk to her. Then again, I guess it'll be hard getting her to help us. Sorry, let me see what else I can come up with.
Shouldn't you be heading to volleyball?
Uh-huh.
That bruise above your eye. Is that from practice, too?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a really nasty bruise.
Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. Volleyball's the only thing I can do right. Shouldn't you take that?
It's probably just my part-time job, I think.
I should get going.
Shiho. Are you sure you're okay?
Uh-huh.
Today won't work. I'm not feeling so good. Sorry. Bye.
Hey, wasn't that Takamaki?
Rumor has it she's dating Kamoshida.
Seriously?
I heard people saw them in his car together.
You know, she seems pretty easy, huh? You think I'd have a chance too?
Whoa, dude, really?
Come on, dude. You can't go after Kamoshida's bitch.
Okay, those guys are assholes. I mean, I guess that's how rumors work, but... Oh, hey.
What is it?
Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? Sorry. Are you hurt?
Huh?
Well... You don't look familiar. Could you be that transfer student from Class D? This might not be any of my business, but don't let the rumors get to you, okay? And she's the first person to actually... I mean, Ryuji did, because he was like, oh yeah, we're in the same boat, we kind of have a bad rep. And Ryuji knows our story now. But Chio doesn't even know our story, and she's the first person to kind of come out and say, hey, don't let things get to you. And that's like... I mean, that's pretty, you know...
Okay.
Good, that would be for the best. My best friend is often misunderstood too. That's because of her looks. Yeah, once again... sorry, I didn't mean to drag on like that. Once again, on his form. Anyway, I have to go to practice. I'll see you around. And even though she has a lot going on, she's still concerned...
Damn it. What the hell?
She's still concerned enough about us to... A person she doesn't even know to say, hey, don't let rumors get to you. Did you find someone?
Is that what it looks like? All of them kept saying the same shit Mishima was talking about. Kamoshida had to have told him something. At this rate, looks like we'll have to go to him directly.
I think that's a bad idea, but I don't want to say there's no point, so we should have started with that.
I know. But seriously, isn't there something we can do? No way I'm gonna give in like this. Can you think of anything?
How about a sneak attack?
Oh, that'd be fine if we could do it without getting caught, but if we did, we'd be seriously done for. You got any other ideas?
We should call the cops.
So you want to tell them about the castle? They'd never believe us. Have any other ideas? What do we do?
I've exhausted my... Let's punish the king.
The king? You mean that other world's Kamoshida?
Yeah, that other world's Kamoshida.
I didn't think of that, but is there any meaning to...
I finally found you!
Oh man, is it a...
You say something?
It's a talking cat, man.
Don't think you can get away with not paying me back for helping you.
That voice sounds familiar.
That voice? Is that you, Morgana?
How dare you up and leaving me the other day?
The cat's talking?
Pretty much.
I am not a cat! This is just what happened when I came to this world.
I don't know, dude. Like, maybe you had an argument when you were in your cartoony form, but, like, you are definitely absolutely a cat.
It was a lot of trouble finding you two.
Wait, you came to our world?
Wait, why was it so hard finding us? Like, he was at the castle, which is our school in the other world. So, like, if he came here into this world, then he should have been right at our school. And you should have known that was our school. Because, like, we said it was our school. So, like, he would have only had to look through our school, which, I mean, okay, it's not the smallest school in the world. But, like, that shouldn't have been that difficult to find us.
Does that mean you've got a phone?
Ryuji, what kind of conclusion is that?
You don't need one when you're at my level. I did get pretty lost making my escape, though.
I mean, It does kind of beg the question that how, like, it does, I mean, I guess that does beg the question how Morgana gets back and forth, but...
That aside, why can you talk? You're a cat!
How should I know?
You hearing this too?
Yeah, pretty much. Aw, damn it, I should have
It
picked...
really is Morgana.
I should have picked Meow. I've been... damn. Missed opportunity there. Sorry, guys.
You guys are having a rough time of this, I heard you mention something about witnesses.
Oh, shut up!
You know, I could tell you a thing or two about what to do about Kamoshida. You were pretty close just a moment ago.
Ah, so we do have to go after his...
God, that condescending attitude. This thing's gotta be Morgana.
But, yeah, seems like we gotta go after the King Kamoshida.
You were still doubting me?
Yeah, quiet down!
We really have to be looking for a cat in a busy time like this?
Oh, man.
I just heard a meow somewhere near here. Didn't you hear it?
Make sure you check every nook and cranny around.
Whatever you do, don't turn around. There's a cat right here on this table.
Meow? Does that mean only us two can understand what you're saying?
Looks like it.
Oh, that is hilarious.
What the hell's going on? Anyways, what you were talking about earlier, is it for real?
So, basically, everyone else is just hearing us talking to a cat.
You're quite the skeptic for being an idiot.
Hey, tell us more. Then again, this probably ain't the best place. Here, stick it in your bag for now. It should be just small enough to fit.
Oh my god, Ryuji, you are great.
Hey! How dare you treat me like...
The banter between Ryuji and Morgana.
Don't be so rough with me!
Enough of that! You said you know how we can do something about Kamoshida, right?
It has to do with what this guy was talking about earlier. You'll need to attack his castle.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
What do you mean?
That castle is how Kamoshida views this school. He doesn't realize what happens in there, but it's deeply connected to the depths of his heart. Thus, if the castle disappears, it would naturally impact the real Kamoshida.
What'd happen?
A palace is a manifestation of a person's distorted desires. So, if that castle were no more...
His desires would go too.
Precisely. You sure pick up things fast.
Actually, I've just played this game before.
For real? He's gonna turn good? But is that really getting back at him?
Erasing a palace essentially means forcing the owner to have a change of heart. However, even though their warped wants disappear, the crimes they committed remain. Kamoshida will become unable to bear the weight of those crimes, and he'll confess them himself.
You for real? That's possible?
Ryuji.
And since the palace will no longer exist, he'll forget what we did there as well.
Ryuji, you said for real like 3 times in as many minutes.
Not only will we be able to bring Kamoshida down, but there won't even be a trace of our involvement.
That's amazing! You are one incredible cat!
True. Except for the cat part.
So, how do we get rid of the palace?
By stealing the treasure held within.
Yep.
Stealing?
I'll tell you more once you agree to go ahead with this. It's my most valuable secret plan, after all. If you want to help me out, I'll gladly teach you. What's your call?
Our luck's running dry looking for witnesses. Guess we have no choice but to go along.
Yep. There's no other way. You're right.
Good. Oh, right. There's one more thing I should tell you. If we erase a palace, there is no doubt that the person's distorted desires will be erased as well. But desires are what we all need in order to survive. The will to sleep, eat, fall in love. Those sorts of things.
Okay, that sounds kind of bad.
What are you getting at?
I think he's getting at, like, we'll turn...
If all of those yearnings were to vanish, they'd be no different than someone who is shut down entirely.
I've heard the term mental shutdown going around recently. This sounds a lot exactly like that.
They may even die if they're not given proper care. So,
They might die?
will you listen to everything I have to say first?
Would their death be our fault?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Aren't you determined enough to face those kinds of risks?
I don't know, man. I don't want to go to juvie.
Hey, what do you think?
I don't want to kill him.
No, of course not.
Sheesh. I come all this way and this is what I get. It's not like anyone will ever find out.
I don't think that's the issue here. I mean, if we're talking about, like, weight of his crimes and everything, isn't the weight of our crimes of basically killing him as bad?
That's not the point.
You tell him, Ryuji.
If we just go around secretly doing whatever we want, we'd be no better than that effing Kamoshida.
Yeah, really.
Isn't this your only option? I'll come back later. Make sure you've made your decision by then.
Man, we're getting all worked up for nothing. Damn it.
I'd like a better option than, you might kill him, but you can fix it.
I'll try and see if I can figure out another way. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yes, let's. Alright, there's nothing left for me to do today. I should go straight home. Except I'm getting a message. Hey, I heard something that got my attention. About that Suzui girl. Looks like rumors are going around about her and Kamoshida. If they're true, it's no wonder I couldn't get her to talk. Still, something about that doesn't seem right. What do you mean? It's just impossible. I've known Takamaki and Suzui since middle school. There's just no way Kamoshida's their type, you know? So, I gotta wonder where those rumors came from. Well, whatever. I'll try asking around some more. Sorry I've been, like, switching back and forth between the pronunciations, of Takamaki. I normally call her Takamaki, but this game really gets to... Ooh, what am I doing? I have the quick travel button! I don't need to go to the train station. Also, this is the quick travel menu. It's looking pretty barren now. That will change pretty soon. Here's Shibuya, which is that one place, that we transferred over to the Ginza line in the first episode. Second episode? I don't remember. This is the second, yeah, it was the second episode. And this is, Yongen Jaya. I keep saying Jaga because I keep being an idiot and thinking that Y is a J. It's not, it's Jaya. I'm dumb. And speaking of pronunciations, let's go to the back streets, because I just want to have some time to walk around instead of... Oh.
Will you please give it a rest? I told you, I'm not feeling up to it.
Oh, man.
Wait, what? That's not what you promised. And you call yourself a teacher?
Oh, man.
This has nothing to do with Shiho.
I wonder who that could be that she's talking to.
Shiho's starting position.
That's not good. Are you,
Wait, were you listening?
Not on purpose.
Haven't you heard of privacy?
It's not my fault. Look, this is a public area. I was just walking by. Cutscene kind of had me pause here.
No, I was out of line. Sorry. So, how much did you hear?
About 25% you were arguing.
See, that is true. It's nothing at all.
Alright.
Nothing.
Those tears in the corners of your eyes don't really say nothing, but... So that doesn't seem the best. I wonder what happened. It can't be her. So I think the idea is that we're gonna follow her. While I'm doing this, unless we catch right back up with her right now. Okay. While I'm chasing after her, I keep calling her Takamaki. Well, I keep calling her Takamaki. I keep trying not to call her Takamaki because like the game calls her Takamaki, and like I don't like that pronunciation. It's not very indicative of like the proper pronunciation, so I'm gonna call her Takamaki. But this game really screws with you because it's like everyone else is calling her Takamaki, and I'm like, I want to say Takamaki, but it's Takamaki. Her name is Takamaki. I'm not dumb. Stop following me. Just leave me alone. Are you okay?
No.
Why? Why do you keep worrying about me? Oh no. Hey, let's go somewhere that's not here. What the heck? I really don't get you.
I don't have anything to talk about with you.
Okay.
It was just an argument.
With Kamoshida? Seems like she's really stressed out.
Thank you very much!
You've heard the rumors, haven't you? About Mr. Kamoshida. Everyone says we're getting it on. But that's so not true. That was him on the other line. I avoided giving him my number for the longest time. He told me to go to his place after this. You know what it means. If I turn him down, he said he'd take my friend off as a regular on the team. I've been telling myself this is all for Shiho's sake. I can't take it anymore. I've had enough of this. I hate him. But still, Shiho's my best friend. She's all I have left in that sorry excuse of a school. Tell me, what should I do? Sorry, I shouldn't have asked. It's not your problem. What am I saying? I've barely even talked to you before.
I just have one of those faces, you know. Maybe that's why?
You might be right. You're so weird. Usually everyone just ignores me. Are you really a bad person, as the rumor says? You just don't seem like it.
Well, you see, there's funny things about rumors are they're not always true, but in this case, I'm bad to the bone.
Is that supposed to be a joke? Kinda had a feeling they were all just exaggerations. You seemed lonely. Almost like you didn't belong anywhere. You're the same in that regard. Maybe that's why it was so easy for me to talk to you. Is there really no way for me to help Shiho? I wish he'd just change his mind. Like, forget about me and everything.
It's almost like the game is telling us that we should take Morgana up on his offer.
As if something like that would ever happen.
Cough, cough, wink, wink. It could happen.
I wasn't asking for a serious response.
I mean, it could happen if we do that thing that we're gonna do.
But I do feel a bit better now.
But I probably shouldn't tell you that.
I'm gonna head home.
Alright.
Don't tell anyone what I told you, okay?
My lips are sealed.
I'll try and think of a way to persuade Kamoshida. Well, thanks.
So we get a little better understanding of Ann's standing in all of this. She's not in much better straits than
Suzui.
anyone else in this regard.
Are you leaving?
What is it?
Mr. Kamoshida's asking for you.
That's not
He's
good.
in the PE faculty office.
Especially considering what Ann just told us.
What did he say?
I don't know. Well, I have to go.
On.
You're late. Where have you been? The trains were delayed. Hey man, there was an accident not too long ago. You totally know that's true. Or could be true. By the way, you haven't been hanging around any bad influences, have you? I actually made a friend.
Oh.
Huh. It's gotta be pretty strange to want to... They've gotta be pretty strange to want to spend time with you. Hey man. Just make sure you're careful who your friends are if you don't want them ruining your life. Oh, look at the time. Seriously, think about how I feel having to stay up here waiting for you.
Hey.
Hey, I'm leaving. In the future, try not to come back so damn late, understood? Yep, got it. So what do you think about what Morgana told us? I don't know if I get all that stuff about stealing desires. Kamoshida is gonna turn, like, brain dead if we mess up, right? I mean, sure, I'm pissed at him, but I don't know if I really want to kill the guy. Yeah, that's too much. For sure. I mean, maybe I'm just freaking out, but I don't want to end up a murderer because of this shit. Oh well. I'll try and see if I can come up with some other way tonight. Alright, so, yeah, we're going on an hour, so I think I'm gonna cut it here. Sorry that the episode I'm uploading on Christmas Day is such a heavy episode. I completely didn't even, like, realize it would come to this, but, yeah, so that's a lot of heavy stuff that just happened, but, next time we're gonna be, like, talking to Ryuji. Hopefully come up with a better way than, like, almost killing or potentially accidentally killing Kamoshida. That would be bad. But for now, I'm gonna cut it here. Oh, I forgot. Also,
I should write something.
we can save here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using these 3 save slots, rotating them. So now I can save in the middle of the episode, because as you can see, all 4 of these bottom save slots, they're all for this gameplay. So there's no spoilers in sight. So I can finally save on screen. So gonna save this right here. There we go. All right, guys. So I will see you in the next one. Peace out.